Hybrid humanity, bioengineered humans as modern Nephilim. When we alter the body's design, do we also alter what can enter it? And what does it mean to build humans that were never born the natural way? Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is Resurrection Science. So far in this series, we've explored the revival of extinct species, the ethics of bringing humans back, and the soul implications of cloning. But today, we move into even more charged territory. Hybrid humans. Not just resurrected bodies, but engineered ones. And not just scientifically, but spiritually. Because once we start building bodies differently, we may also start inviting in something else entirely. Let's start with what's happening in the open. We are living in the era of synthetic biology. Scientists are no longer just editing genes to fix disorders. They're mixing species, inserting artificial code, and designing life in the lab. Human embryos are now being grown in artificial wombs. We're splicing DNA from animals to humans to create more adaptable organs, enhanced senses, and resilient cells. Some of this is being pitched as medical advancement. Other parts are more hidden: military-grade genetics, black-budget experiments, private biotech firms building what they call post-human prototypes. But here's the line. When you stop honoring the original human blueprint, you open the door to something that is no longer entirely human. And that matters, because the body isn't just flesh. It's a gate. It's a host. It's a vessel that attracts certain frequencies and filters out others. It is coded, not just genetically, but spiritually. So when we override that code, when we create hybrid bodies, when we alter DNA beyond recognition, when we splice humanity with synthetic instructions, we change what kind of soul, spirit, or intelligence can enter that body. And this isn't a new idea. It's an ancient one. Let's talk about the Nephilim. In the book of Enoch and the book of Genesis, the Nephilim were described as the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Interpret that however you like: angels, fallen ones, extraterrestrials. But the common thread is clear. These were hybrid beings, born from a union that violated divine order. They were giants, mutations, spiritually incompatible with Earth, yet fully physical. And the result? Destruction, chaos, spiritual pollution. These ancient texts suggest that hybridization between the divine and the biological was never meant to happen. And when it did, it broke the code of creation. Now look at what we're doing today. Artificial wombs, lab-grown intelligence, animal-human DNA mixtures, neural implants designed to sync your thoughts with machines. The line between natural and engineered is blurring. And the question becomes, are we repeating the Nephilim template? Are we building bodies that cannot house human souls because they were never designed for human spirits in the first place? Let's be clear. There is a difference between healing the body and redesigning the species, between restoration and replacement. We are rapidly moving from resurrection to recreation, from honoring life to overriding it. And that has consequences, because every modification changes the resonance of the form, and resonance attracts spirit. If you create a body with non-human DNA, with synthetic intelligence, or with foreign energetic architecture, you may be building a vessel that no longer aligns with the original divine blueprint. In other words, you're no longer making a home for human soul essence. You're crafting a doorway for other kinds of consciousness. Now pause on that. What if some of these bodies aren't meant to carry the souls we're familiar with? What if hybrid humans are built for something else to enter? Something that couldn't incarnate before, but now, through technology, finds a new way in? That's the hidden risk of hybridization. Not just physical consequences, but spiritual displacement. Not just altered genes, but altered gateways. And this is not theoretical anymore. Right now, biotech researchers are building what they call genetic mosaics, bodies with DNA from multiple species combined to create new strengths. Some of these have enhanced brain function. Some can survive extreme environments. Some can mimic human behavior with eerie accuracy. But what no one's talking about is this: what animates them? Because if you build a form that looks human, sounds human, even thinks like a human, but has no soul tethered to it, what is it really? It may be a perfect host. For what? That depends on who's building it. And why. Let's go deeper. In occult, esoteric, and even transhumanist literature, there's a recurring theme: creating vessels for possession, bodies without divine contracts, entities without karma, programs without memory. In other words, synthetic life that can be shaped, controlled, or uploaded into. These are not just lab experiments. These are spiritual architecture projects. They are attempts to bypass divine birth and instead manufacture presence. And what does this have to do with resurrection? Everything. Because once we accept the idea that we can rebuild life, that we can engineer bodies from scratch, we begin to forget the original design. We begin to lose reverence for what the human body was coded to be. We treat it like a system to be upgraded. But in doing so, we also start inviting incompatibility. We may bring back the image of humanity, without the essence, without the spark. And if we keep going, we risk creating a new category of being, the hybrid. Not fully human, not fully machine, not fully divine, but open. vulnerable, programmable. So what's the real cost of creating hybrid humanity? It's not just moral, it's not just medical, it's metaphysical. When you alter the temple, you alter what it can hold. When you rewrite the vessel, you change who or what has access to it. And when you resurrect a body without reverence, you risk making a host instead of a home. Let this video be a reminder. Resurrection is not just science, it is sacred. And the moment we forget that, we start building portals we don't know how to close. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive Mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief Tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Soul Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.